Efata, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. Happy eclipse season! This new moon in Virgo energy is so potent. This is a part 2, a bonus reading. If you haven't seen my video on the new moon eclipse, I will link it in the comments section. I just wanted to get a little bit more detailed with each zodiac sign. Please feel free to watch all top 4 of your energies. You can also watch your MC. If you are on your path, if you are living in that higher frequency and ascending, your MC will most likely resonate. I use crystal grids because crystals are very powerful. They're carbon, just like we are. They help us harness energy, transmute and release it, and they amplify intentions. This particular grid is patterned after the pyramid, representing the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity. It's laid in selenite. Selenite is a master amplifier and cleanser. At the bottom here, we have the healer stone. If there are things that you are carrying on your heart, focus on that stone to release. We have pyrite for abundance. Here we have a stone that is amazing for behavior change. It is called desert rose selenite. And at the top, we have the owl to help guide us with wisdom. You are welcome to take a picture of the grid and use it later in meditation. I also sell crystals, so if you ever want to support the channel, my stones are cleansed and blessed on ancient Indian land. I live in a massive energetic portal. When I first moved here, I was shown to use the land to fill the crystals. I can also program any stone with any need that you have. Okay, let's start with Aries. Aries, this has been an enormous year for you, energetically speaking. Neptune moved into your sign, and we're watching the world have an awakening at looking at things from the higher perspective, but also wanting to fight. Neptune in Aries is an aggressive energy for the greater good. We're going to see that energy play itself out until 2039. We had Saturn come into your sign the past few months. Now, the purpose of that is enormous for your life. All cardinal signs just came out of a 16-year heavy karmic cycle. And for the past few months, Saturn has been showing you what still needs to be cleaned up. Saturn has been guiding you. Saturn can lead with a heavy hand if you resist. It's important for Aries at this time to find a space of maturity, looking at what needs to change in their life in order for you to move forward. Now, Saturn has regressed back into Pisces for the next 6 months, so you have now time to see what direction you would like your life to move in. Right? It's a let up. It's going to move back into your sign next year. And it's important that you are prepared to begin the rest of your life. We just came out of the Pisces eclipse, and that was all about releasing the negative behaviors of Virgo type energy and ascending towards Piscean energy. For you, this new moon that's in Virgo is all about a health reset and your daily routines. So whereas in the Pisces moon asks us to release the lower frequencies of Virgo energy, this Virgo new moon asks us to really go within and tap into the higher aspects and qualities of Virgo energy. Virgos are meticulous, attention to detail. They have daily routines that they stick to so they get stuff done. And that's what the universe is asking you to tap into at this time, where you can make changes in your daily routine and your health. Ooh, 7 of diamonds. Love that. Love that. Wow. That is one powerful message for you, Aries. The Seven of Diamonds, it represents faith when it comes to finance and other things of value. In its lowest frequency, it's an energy of worrying about finance. In its highest frequency, it transmutes the fear into wealth and power. It's the millionaire's energy. So that is available to you with implementing the two aces. The Ace of Spades represents truth. It lifts the veil so that you can truly see what needs to be changed in your world. And the Ace of Clubs is a new way of looking at things, searching for knowledge to help you move on your path. With truth and a new way of seeing things, you can create the abundance and the health and the wealth in your life that you desire. Thank you so much for your time, Aries. If you haven't seen your birthday video yet, go to my playlist, find Aries, and find your date. There's tons of information in there to help you on your path. Adonai. Taurus, this new moon in an earth sign gives you the opportunity to review the energy of earth and how it plays out in your daily life. Now, Virgo is your older sibling, the more mature version of your energy. And so it is a time for maturing. It is a time for looking at the pitfalls of earth energy and how to remove the stumbling blocks. Right? Earth energy can become obsessed with material possessions, with money, with the term I have, right? And not realizing that they have superpowers that will lead them much easier to their abundance rather than the hustle, the everyday grind. Many earth signs will wear themselves down at young ages chasing money. Money is just energy, and it will flow to you as you energetically flow at a higher frequency. And so it's a very good time to tap in to the power of Venus. You are ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about love and romance. And so when you focus more on the love and the romance and the high vibrational feelings, your worldly desires of material things will come to you much easier than the constant grind on your being, right? The stress, the go, go, go mentality. Venus's superpower is the lay back and indulge. Okay, let's see what the message is for you. Mm-hmm. Interesting. This is an interesting message. The Three of Hearts represents massive amount of creativity in love, but on the lower frequency, it's indecision and worry and fear around love. The Nine of Spades represents death. Death of old cycles, old connections, old way of seeing things, right? And it could be a place of being fixed in the mind about what you value. It can be fear of not finding the one, being alone, settling. So many different fears regarding love. And so it's really important at this time to focus on what feels good in the area of love. That the other energies that are lower, the worry, the fear, they dissipate from you when you are focused on what's good. Taurus, thank you so much for your time. I hope the rest of this eclipse season is peaceful and loving and joyful for you. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the comments section. Adonai. Gemini, the new moon in Virgo for you is about home, family, and realignment of peace in those areas. Now, Geminis, you're called the twins for a reason. You have a dual personality. When a Gemini is growing up, they tend to have difficulty in being mature in their actions and their responses to things that they deem as negative. So Geminis quite often are misdiagnosed as bipolar because of the mood swings. But truly, it's that there is an equal amount of 50% high frequency, 50% low frequency. New moon in Virgo asks you to address the frequency in your closest relationships. The people who are most likely dealing with it the majority of the time are the people who are closest to them. And that can become draining. And so at this time, the universe gives you the opportunity to have clarity in your interactions with those that are closest to you in how and where change is needed. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, thank you for clear and concise messages. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, clear and concise messages for Gemini placements. Oh, there we go. How interesting. Wow, how beautiful. The Four of Clubs represents mental satisfaction, but in the tarot, it's also the energy of home. And that Queen of Hearts is about being loving, is about being nurturing. Queen of Hearts is an energy, and her low frequency will lash out, right? The universe is asking you, what is it that you want to experience? Do you want to experience mental satisfaction in your home life? That requires you to have the higher frequency of the lover, of the nurturer, of the loving mother. Whether male or female, does not matter. The Queen of Hearts in her higher frequency is royalty of love. It does not matter male or female. The Queen of Hearts in her highest frequency is a master of unconditional love. When you say you love someone, your actions towards them must reflect that at all times, especially when you're upset. Gemini, I hope the rest of this eclipse season is absolutely beautiful for you. If you'd like to get a personal reading and take a look at what the rest of the year will look like for you, my email is in the comments section. Adonai. Cancer, this eclipse season has been enormous for you, and it is the beginning of huge things to come in your life. This is a turning point. All cardinal signs have just moved out a 16-year cycle of karma. Things have been difficult. There have been a lot of trials. Understand that that's what makes you stronger. Man grows from resistance. The same way a muscle grows from resistance, so do humans. But that cycle is over. It has come to its end. And the past few months, things are picking up. Things are moving in a new direction for you. This new moon for you is all about communication, right? Where does communication begin? With the self. What is the story you are telling yourself? There is a mindset reset for you here. Put down how difficult the past 16 years have been and know that it's a brand new, fresh cycle. And the story that you tell yourself is what you will experience moving forward. Every time there is doubt, you must police that and call over your life with this power of communication, what it is you desire to experience, what it is you will experience. And so it is. It's a message for Cancer. Cancer, good times are coming, Cancer. Good times are coming. You have to find a place of receiving, finding that higher frequency in the thoughts and story that you tell yourself and what you speak on. Look at that. Karma of values. Love that. This is energetic balance in values and in finance. Oh man, I love this. What a gorgeous message. Cancer, it's all here for you. What's coming towards you financially is what is due to you. The foundation of love and happiness in the home is what is coming towards you. You must release what the past has been. Don't even let it occur to you that anything could possibly go wrong. Sit fully in your power of creation, using your verbiage and your vibration to draw in what is due to you. I love this. What a gorgeous message, Cancers. I absolutely love you. I hope the rest of this eclipse season is fantastic for you. The rest of the year is going to be amazing. Jupiter is in the Cancer sign, and so it's expansion. What are you focused on? That's what's going to expand this year for you. I love you, Cancer. If you want to get a personal reading, my email is in the comments section. Adonai. Leo, this Virgo new moon for you is all about finances and restructuring stability in your life. Let's see what the cards say. Oof. Double sevens. 7 of diamonds, 7 of hearts. Sevens are energy all about faith. In their highest frequency, they are massively abundant through connection to the higher source, the higher power. In the lower frequency, it's filled with fear and control. What this message tells me is that you have to release control in the area of love and the area of finance and sit in your faith. Sit in the power of knowing that as long as you stay high frequency, all of the beautiful gifts that the higher self has for you will come into your life, but you have to meet them where they live, on that higher frequency of faith. The highest frequency of faith is excited anticipation. This is a whole new chapter, and this energy of Virgo is massively abundant. Sit in meditation and sit in your faith. It's all right there for you. You just have to meet it where it lives. Virgo, this new moon for you is an absolute reset in your identity, in your self-expression, and in the direction in which you would like your life to evolve. Since March of 2023, Saturn has been paying karma to all mutable signs, especially Pisces and Virgos. This eclipse was monumental for people of both of those signs. It is an energy of really letting go of what is holding you back, taking a look at behaviors and choices that you have made that have put you on a road that you maybe necessarily don't want to be on. Now is the revamp. It is the rebirth. Not a time, though, to try and consciously create or work super hard. No, this is a time to go within and be honest with oneself. The more honest you are with your behavior and your choices, the quicker you can make different choices. It's a matter of learning to take that discipline that you have for making money, turning it into discipline of the mind towards positivity. Critique is something that lies deep within Virgo energy. But when it becomes overly critical, that's when the negative energy, the negative vibrations are what take control, right? And so it's really important to understand that, yes, critique is fantastic for self-improvement, but always from the higher perspective of, well, what is this trying to teach me? What did this choice show me about myself and what I can do differently? With the Pisces full moon eclipse was meant to show you where you can flow with creation, juxtaposed to having to build, and always be in a space of overworking yourself, overworking your mind for the material things that you would like to have. The high frequency will draw in the abundance that you desire much quicker than overworking yourself or overthinking. Overthinking shows up when we go against our gut, when we go against our intuition, when we go against what our heart is telling us. That's when overthinking can take over and become a massive stumbling block in our worlds. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise messages for Virgo at this time. Interesting. Love that. Spirit is asking you to move into a place of faith in your mind. Things that come up against you or that have come up against you are for your greater good, to move you towards this playful abundance, this high frequency, this joyful child within, right? And the Seven of Hearts is heaven on earth. And you can have all of these things in your life, but you must learn the lessons of what Saturn has been trying to show you. Sit in silence during this new moon. Tap into that superpower of intuition that Virgo has. If you sit in silence, your higher self will show you what the truth is. Understand that the ego feeds you fear, you doubt. The ego feeds you thoughts that do not feel good. When you are connecting with your higher self, it is always a beautiful feeling. And the words are inspirational. That's how you tell the difference between your intuitive messages and your ego messing with you. I thank you, Virgo, for your time, and I hope the rest of this eclipse season is extremely powerful and transformative for you. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the comments section. Adonai. Libra, this new moon in Virgo for you is about resting. It's about going within and nurturing yourself. It is a reset in your spiritual healing. This eclipse has been very powerful for many. For you, it's about tending to oneself and using your superpower of Venus to sit in that nurture space for yourself. Libra, the universe is asking you to look at a situation where it's very karmic in love, it's karmic balance. They're asking you to look at it a different way, to open your mind, open your heart, ask your higher self to show you the truth of what this karmic love is all about. It's a very deep message. If you change the way that you're looking at the situation changes, right? That's a Wayne Dyer quote. I absolutely love Wayne Dyer. This is a 3D matrix. And if you are stuck in your mind on a situation being one specific way, and it's this and that's it, this is what it is, it doesn't have the opportunity to be anything else. It takes you to be able to see it differently in order for you to experience it differently. Libra, I hope the rest of the eclipse season is fantastic for you and that you give yourself the love and the nurturing that you deserve. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the comments section. Adonai. Scorpio, for you, this eclipse season is about your long-term friendships and about a shift in your long-term plans, the direction of your life. So this eclipse has either eclipsed people out of your world or has shown you work that needs to be done around your closest connections. When tapping into the power of Virgo energy, know that you have the power now to decipher who has helped you, who has been there for you, who has cared for you and truly loved you, and who has been around for their own reasons, not having much to do with who you are, but how they benefit This is a very good time to take a look and understand that the weight that is dropped makes your load lighter to get to where it is you are going. Scorpios, you are masters of death and resurrection. You are the phoenix from the ashes. The universe asks you to master that in your life. Constantly there is loss. Constantly there is death, things being taken away from you. That is with great divine purpose to turn you into the master alchemist that allows nothing to keep you down. Stronger and wiser than you were beforehand. Clear and concise messages, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. Scorpio, this message says to me, you have a lot of power for creativity. But if you don't use that power properly for positive creation, it can turn into worry and indecision and fear. The universe is asking you to work hard and not sit in those lower frequencies. Those lower frequencies create manipulation so that one can be in control. And truly, what we are striving for within humanity is finding a place of unconditional love. We don't all know it yet, but that's because real love is unconditional love. And if you have to sacrifice old situations for the new, to sit in self-love and move your life in the direction in which you would like to see it blossom, that requires you to have to sacrifice certain things, people, places, experiences, the past. If you sit in your power of creation, if you sit in the space of, I'm going to speak on what I choose to experience. I'm going to focus on what I choose to experience. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It's behind me. That was yesterday. The only thing that matters is right here, right now. And today I'm going to use my thoughts and my vibration and all that I've got to sit in that space of power of knowing that my life is going to be what it is that I choose for it to be. The highest form of Scorpion energy is thriving no matter what comes at you or what has been. Scorpio, I hope the rest of this eclipse season is fantastic for you. I love you guys. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the comments section. Adonai. Sagittarius, this new moon in Virgo for you is all about career, which is fantastic because, when it comes to getting stuff done and moving forward, Virgo energy is very powerful for you to work with. This is about your visibility, your public persona. That's what you should be focused on in this time. See what the cards have to say. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise messages for Sagittarius. How interesting. With this message, Sagittarius, the universe says to sit in your highest power of love when it comes to your work and your career and your colleagues. Make them feel comfortable and stable in their connection of love to you, and that good karma of love that you're putting out into the world is what will move you forward. Your blessings sit in being good karma of love for other people. That is a very powerful message. Thank you, Spirit. Sagittarius, I hope the rest of your eclipse season is amazing. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the comment section. Adonai. Capricorn, this new moon in Virgo for you is all about your belief system so that you can learn deeper and expand more. Sometimes in order to let in new information, we have to be willing to let go of what we are already holding on to. what we believe is absolute truth. Universe can't show us deeper levels when we are attached to our thought process. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise messages. Through you, all things are possible. More Spirit, things. Through you, all things. Capricorn, for the past 16 years, all cardinal signs have been sitting in a very heavy karmic energy, learning lots of lessons, but humanity expands through resistance. And the last 16 years really tested cardinal signs. But your abundance is here. This is the billionaire's energy. It is an energy that can access the highest levels of finance through being playful, through being crafty and fun and sitting in that high frequency. Granted, you're going to have to work hard for it. It is what it is, right? You are a Capricorn. But through the creativity of your mind and knowing that every thought that you are having right now is creating what you will experience tomorrow, you have to let go of the karma that you had to go through these past 16 years. It was due to you. You needed to learn the lessons, but right now is about sitting in that place of retraining your brain and letting go of everything that you have been through so the new and the big money can come into your life. But it really does require to kill that karma off and let it go. The time for karma is over. And so a day that begins with excited anticipation for how amazing my day is going to be is what I would be, focused on if I were you, with this set of cards and what this eclipse means for you. Capricorn, I love you so much. You're my counterpart. And I hope the rest of this eclipse season is phenomenal for you. I hope you wake up every day with a huge smile on your face, ready to go. If you'd like to get a personal reading and see what the rest of the year looks like for you, my email is in the comments section. Adonai. Aquarius, this new moon eclipse in Virgo for you is about intimacy resetting and shared resources. How to be in a equal give and take relationship. When you have expectations on those that you love and those around you, if they do something for you, you don't really get to experience the high vibration of what it truly is because you were expecting it. If you don't expect anything from people, then one, you won't be disappointed. And two, when they do something nice for you, you will be absolutely elated because you weren't expecting them to do it. This is what the universe is asking you to take a look at this time. Clear and concise messages for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise messages. Interesting. This message says, and take it how it resonates, if you have indecision in your values and you seesaw back and forth, it's going to put you in your head and be in a place of wanting to control rather than in a place of faith. The faith is where your new beginning comes from. The faith is where the gift arrives, right? But it takes you to control your indecision. Choose what it is you'd like to experience, have faith that it's going to show itself, and be in a place of receiving. That's what that message says to me. Aquarius, I hope the rest of this eclipse season is amazing for you. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is in the comment section. Adonai. Pisces, I'm sure this eclipse season has been a doozy for you. So many changes, so many shifts. It has been in your energy, in your sign, and your counterpart, Virgo. Saturn has retrograded back into your sign for the next 6 months. It's been in your sign since 2023, March. And then you got a little break when it moved into Aries, but the retrograde back into your sign is so that you can see everything that Saturn has been trying to teach you since March of 2023. If you can see the lessons clearly, right now is a beautiful time to take a deep look at how you view partnerships and how you view commitment, so that when everything starts to take off in your life, you can receive what it is your heart truly desires in connecting with another. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise messages. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I love this. It says that when you sit in self-mastery, that's where your financial abundance comes from. Hard work, absolutely, but you have the power to get the work done. You have to make sure that you do not become obsessed with all the things you have to do, or allow the amount of work you need to do to bring a low vibration to you. Understand you have the power. It will get done when it needs to get done. And then that's when you'll have that change in finance coming in, right? Value feeling good. There is no power in stress. There is no power in panic. Value feeling good and working and doing what it is that you need to do to bring in your abundance. Pisces, I hope the rest of this eclipse season is tranquil for you. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of healing. If you need a prayer, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to send you a beautiful prayer. If you'd like to get a personal reading, my email is also going to be in the comment section. Adonai.